And welcome everybody, welcome Davo.
Welcome everyone and welcome gentlemen. Here, round two.
Yeah, it's good to be here, mate. It's good to be here. So, like you said, round two, Paul-Ricard, Asrnz 2020 GT3 ACC.
And if round one was anything to go by, it's going to be a freaking cracker. I tell ya, there's been some talk during the week, there's been some conversations, a little bit of bitching maybe, but no, it's all coming down. Everyone's getting used to the game.
Yeah, 100%. We got,
A few intricacies there to get their heads around.
oh yeah. And I mean, obviously the championship has commenced, and it is pretty tight up the top, but what we have seen already during the week, I was privy to watching a few of these guys cut some laps, obviously earlier tonight, and then saw some numbers earlier in the week, and I think, Davo, we may see a bit of a shake-up of the championship this week, because there's a different bunch of guys going quicker this week.
I saw that on the timesheets. Some mid to low 50s there. Plenty of people stamping their authority on the old hot laps board, at least. Anyway, so let's just see how that equates in when it comes race time.
Yeah, too right. So I'm just going to pick up on, just looking for him now, Tim Himbury. So the 912 Porsche of Tim Himbury, who actually had a really good strong showing at our opening round at Hungaroring, and is in fact placed himself into 6th in the championship. He's one to watch tonight. Him and Joshua Vertiga will, I think, go toe-to-toe. A. Perkins, aka Twiggles. I think we'll address him as Twiggles. He'll be right there as well, but I sense that some of our Ferrari boys just weren't that comfortable, Davo, tonight.
Okay, because they were looking pretty comfy last week. So that's interesting you say that, actually. I'm just joining the server now. I'm a little bit behind here, but yeah, that's interesting you say that. Like I said, there's plenty of confidence in the Ferraris last week. I don't know, what did they take out? Second, third, fourth, or was it second? It was like there was a whole bunch of them up at the pointy end there. So
yeah, there was definitely, John McDonald. He's currently leading the championship after one round, with Josh in second. So obviously that's Ferrari plays Audi. Josh running one of the only lone Audis in the field, and we saw Josh drop into the 54s earlier in the week. We also saw, I'm not sure, somebody else dropped into the 54s as well. So it'd be interesting to see how these guys play out. And I don't know if you're aware, Davo, but race 2 tonight, we're actually in the dark. So literally we are lights on, night racing.
excellent.
So Josh punches out a 55.7 as a banker, some 4/10ths ahead of Nick McIndoe at the moment, early in the piece. So that's a good banking lap. I'm just looking, sunny, 27 degrees, track's 29. It is clear. Forecast, I think should stay pretty much the same. You'd want to see another couple of degrees of track temp for these guys to maybe get to the lower 55s, maybe high 4s. We may not see that in the session.
No, and do they really want those couple of extra degrees temperature when it comes to race time anyway? Is it where they're trying to conserve the tyre a little bit more maybe? And
well, that may depend on their starting pressures, Davo. It depends on what they've got. So we're just about to see a firing shot here from Tim, and where has he got it in there? No, he must have got a track cut or something in there, because it's showing a 6-1 but not registered, so that mustn't be valid. Okay, so we might just pick up here with Joshy in this beautiful Audi. A nice little purple LEDs in the front air dam there.
Yes.
So Josh on an inlet, Davo.
Like he needs to stand out from the rest anyway, but yeah, purple LEDs on the front, easily recognisable, and like you said earlier, one of very few, if Audis in the field. So
yeah,
in lap there, doing a little bit of a quick test on the old pit stop. Maybe I know there's definitely some intricacies in the pit stop situations as well with boys. They've just got to really nail their box as well, and it's easily mucked up. So
oh yeah, for sure. And I mean,
worthy a bit of practice.
Yep, just covered off briefing with these boys too, Davo, and highlighted the fact that obviously same in this series as we've run in previous ones, that you must drive back to the pit should you want to have another go on a fresh set of tyres. You cannot escape. Should you escape, that's basically that's calling for a tow truck, and that'll be a session over. So that's why we saw Josh just drive back there and hold on a set of tyres. Maybe made a pressure adjustment or a fuel adjustment, and
he's back out for quality.
He'll go again, and it's looking very much like Twiggles at this point, being 3 tenths up on his own time would see him go to provisional pole with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, should he be able to follow this through. What's your thoughts, Davo? You think he can carry this on, because he's come 6-7 tenths up right now?
Look, if anyone could do it, I reckon Anthony's definitely a man that's capable of it. There's a couple of boys out here. There's just a very small handful of boys out here that are capable of taking it to Josh. I think Perkins is definitely one of them. So
he dropped a couple of tenths at the back end, but still enough to go 55.6 to take provisional pole.
And with the clean lap, that's nice. As he just takes the bollet out in turn 1 there, nicely done.
Yeah, too right to see that. Sent flying.
Cheeky bugger, yeah, nice work there from Perkins. Josh, I'm just going to get back onto Josh there too, because I'm just wondering whether he clearly thought he might have had a little bit more in the tank, so to speak, with his qualifier, so hence his in and out with the set of tyres. I see Himbree's looking healthy there as well in the Porsche, not too far behind, and
yeah.
I just wonder how that Porsche goes on its rubber as it progresses through the laps, particularly in qualifying. It would lean on the rears a fair bit. There we go. Still in provisional 3. Is that Nick McIndoe up on his time as well? He's holding in 4th at the moment.
Yes, he is. And I actually got Ash slightly up, 56.2, so he's in the mix. It looks very much like Josh is down. Hey, what's the story here? Josh has had a bad start to the lap. He's rolled out of it. A minute 40 to go. He will get round for another lap.
Yeah, not long to go here now.
So Tim at the moment is all but matching his own sectors. So he's on the money to break into the 5s if he can find some improvement in the latter part of this lap. Just looking down the field, we got some guys that are looking like they're going to move up. Rob currently sitting in 17th, couple of tenths up on his own time, which would see him probably not make another position. I mean, whether it be first or 25th,
Yeah.
it's tight.
I mean, that's the question, isn't it? You know, like they could be up in their own times, but whether they're just enough to get that next position. I see John even hovering above his time a little bit, but again, be tough to get past Ash at the moment. So even though it's only a couple of tenths.
Do we see some improvement
So
from
close
Tim?
enough.
Do we see one position out of a 55.9 is not enough. It's not enough, but he is starting another lap. So if these tyres are good for one more, he's a half a chance.
Yeah.
Josh is 2 tenths up.
A bit too.
Yes, he is. Nick is 3 tenths up right now, which would see him.
And that would get him close.
It would get him. It'd get him close. It'd get Tim. But currently, Josh is 2 to 3 tenths up, which, to be honest, wouldn't be enough to take pole. It needs some 4 tenths right now to get there. Okay, so Ashley's called it. He's out. Pits. BK pits. Farmer's called it pits. Now, Farmer was fast last week, and he is currently sitting in 10th.
Josh 3 tenths up at present as well. He's giving it that last bit of a squeeze to see whether he can chase down Perkins.
We're at 30 degrees track and 28 ambient now, so we've just gained a little bit of track grip and temp.
Yeah, you called it like you said.
And he is 5 tenths up now.
Yeah. Just the amount that 1 or 1.5 degrees track temp equates to numbers on the lap board is amazing.
If he can carry this on, this will be enough for pole, because Wiggles is in the pits. They're happy with his 55.3. It is a brilliant time. Joshy making some more time, 6 tenths, so he will take provisional pole if he can take this.
Oh, surely.
Boom. 55, 245. That will be enough for pole. Alright, that's a brilliant quality session. Might just grab our pole sitter very quickly and just bring him down here and just give him some congrats. Joshy, got you on channel, mate. You there?
Yeah, yes. Well done, Josh.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. You made use of that last couple of degrees of temp ambient and track out there by the look of it, mate, to hold good part of 4 to 6 tenths through most of that lap. So well done on the pole, pal.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't have the pressures right in the first run, and the brake ducts were too closed. So yeah, went back to the pits, rectified that, and yeah, you can really feel the difference that the tires make.
Wow, good call, mate. Well engineered, and we did see you drive in there and made mention that you might be putting another set of tyres and pressuring them back up or adjusting your fuel or something. So well called, mate. You nailed that one, and best of luck for the race.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it, Davo.
Yes, not unexpected. But yeah, what a performance, Josh! Just delivering again when required. Perkins definitely gave him a run for his money, and I think without that, like he just talked about, that little tire adjustment and the brake ducting adjustments, yeah, I think Perkins might have had him. So no, good call from Josh. Very good call. It's going to be an interesting race. These guys are quick.
Yeah, and it's our current championship leader, qualified 6th at just over a second off the mark. And I did speak to John earlier this week, and he was searching. He was searching for a little bit of speed, but probably a little bit of comfort out of the car. And we know this guy races really well. So even if he you know, if he's not on the front row in quali, we know that, geez, you better string together a good 25 and 45 because he's always thereabouts, you know. And you know, a former teammate of mine, the guy talks about the 1%ers a bit, and he does those 1%ers really well. He you know, he rebuilt his brake pedals during the week. A bit of inside knowledge. Sorry, John Boy, I'm spilling the beans here, but yeah, rebuilt the brake pedal during the week. Bit of maintenance on the sim rig, and he'll be out looking for a nice consistent night and seeing if he can work his way to the front.
Yeah. Yeah, consummate performer, John. But yeah, definitely got to be comfy in the car and in your rig. You know, clearly to perform at the level these guys are performing at. So fingers crossed. He's got his little pedal issues sorted there, and yeah, from 6th he can make something of it here. As we get the boys on the track here, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So the boys are about to go to a rolling start, and this rolling start tonight will be a little bit custom for those of you that do play ACC and experience with these. This is slightly a little bit custom. This format will be Josh will hold 60 to 70 kilometers an hour rather than the governed 90 that would be available to him through the game, and this will ensure that all the guys get an opportunity to get into file before the start.
Because it's only a short little run up to the start, isn't it?
It is.
It is. Yes, it is. It's not like it's a full lap or anything. These guys are just basically coming around the final couple of corners or one, and then it's straight into it. So, like, yeah, that's critical to have these boys all in touch with each other, especially when there's a big string of them like that, you know, so they can, you know, get the concertina effect all straightened out and get a good clean start.
Yeah,
they do start very close together too. It's
they do. And so no overlap, Davo, until the lights go green. They must stay in formation, and I'm told race control will be looking at this at some point over the coming 2 to 3 days post-race, that ensuring that the start procedures are fair and just. So yeah, best of luck to all these guys tonight. And as you can see, Josh is getting away. He may just want to back this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to let these guys come back up. Yep. You can see he's holding a nice formation. It's a little bit tricky with the way that this corner is. Yeah, advantage should be Josh's anyway.
Isn't it?
Yep. So all coming round. A little bit of a gap back there to one of the Lexuses. I don't know. I think that might be Steve Melling sitting in 13th position. Bit of a gap there, and an incredible gap back. Further back. Yeah.
Go.
And so the lights are green. And I'm not sure, but to me that overlap from the 18 car of Twiggles could have been a little bit, close to call. Anyway, the Porsche of Tim Himbery's got an amazing start, Davo, and taken advantage of these guys. A little bit napping, and he's got past Josh at the start, and looking like he's got a clean set of heels.
Yeah, well done from the Porsche. Good off the line. Let's just see how that he holds that position. He's good clean start from the boys there. You see him sweep through those S's.
Wow. And so just looking back down, that's a good start. We've got somebody off there. We've got Chris Fraser, one of our newcomers. He was off just out of turn 3. A little bit of contact down the back straight, a little bit of spatial awareness from both those drivers. I'm not sure who that was with him there.
That's the McLaren there, they're pedaling.
Yes, it was. So there was a couple of McLarens there, so just have a look at that. That was possibly Andre with them as well.
Big bunch of boys there. Aztec BK.
The big pack.
Steve Crossland, big pack of cars there. Through 10th down to about 16th there.
Try and do our absolute best to know where to look, guys, because the margins are really, really tight here.
It's a tough call because these guys are moving quick.
And we have got Aaron Enright. Yep. So we'll just click on him and we'll see if we can catch that replay. I just caught him going round. So he's others going round. We might just be able to may be able to just go back around a little bit further on that replay and see what happened. But not at this point here.
As we see Farmer right smack bang in the middle of that pack in 12th position. Look at that pack of cars. Very clean stuff for his first lap.
Oh, Farmer gets it incredibly wrong under brakes and takes out Anthony Chesner with him.
Zap says, I think he's just totally missed his brake mark
And
there.
yeah.
Chesner's back on the road.
Okay, and they carry on. I'm not sure how much they lost their positions wise, if anything.
It's fortunate the way this track is, where it's basically all tarmac, very little sand traps, and these boys can have a bit of a lose like that and get back on track fairly quickly. So, yeah, look, put the mocker on him there just as I was saying how clean it was at the start.
So I just want to pick back up the front. Josh is looking like he's going to make a move on.
We've got Perkins in front of Josh as well, so...
We have, and there's a pass being made.
Is that in front of Josh? Oh, if it's in front of Josh, it's only just by the bumper bar.
Oh, he doesn't get it done.
When did that pass start?
Well, unfortunately, mate, we were looking at the Farmer Chesner incident. We missed that, but clearly Twiggles made a move on Josh early and got it done. But Josh, he's in full attack mode and wants it back. And you know, Josh is.
He wasn't going to let it go.
No, and he'll be loving this because he's got some fierce competitors up against him this season. So he'll relish the challenge, and he got a good exit off of that final corner.
It was a bit of a walk in the park for him last season. The season before, should I say?
Yeah,
He's had a couple of cracks at it, and I know John has been taking it to him, but yeah, just
big move round the outside. If he can make it, Lindy gets right to the next ball, and he's very, very considerate. And Google sweeps back around the outside.
Pulls it back.
What else have we got going on here? We've got so John McDonald hasn't moved forward at all. He's currently still sitting in 6th behind Ashley, but in full attack mode.
Yeah, definitely. He was fairly bunched. I actually chased his car off the start line there, very bunched up in the pack. All the boys are really tight just in that little group of cars there off the start. And, as we saw, the Farmer and Chesner getting tangled up not too far behind that group there. So. Yeah, but yeah, holding his own. Again, like I said earlier, if he's not quite comfy with the car, it's best to just hold position and not maybe push too hard. Here we go, I think it's Josh having another crack maybe at Perkins. Yes, the Audi. Down the inside.
Oh, he's close. He tried this again last lap. Foot was really, really favouring the sweeping line. I think Josh is going to get this done. He has got him. Wiggles gets a bit of a wiggle. He's still coming back up the inside there. I think Josh has got it done now. He is clear. But look who's sitting in behind this and just capitalising on this. Nick McIndoe, one of our naming rights sponsors. We've got to pass thanks out actually to McIndoe Construction and Superior Joint Sealing for bringing you this stream and sponsoring the series, so thank you to those guys. And Nick himself is probably just at this point, still with 19 minutes to go, just sizing everything up. He'll be going through the motions of, he gets these guys and feels like he's got pace. We may see him peel off for a pit stop, because the series does have mandatory pit stops in both races, and both pit stops do require fuel and tyres. I just think those guys battling just backed up to him a little bit, and they seem to have just sort of maybe just regrouped.
Yeah, it's just sort of played into his hands there a little bit, but you know, look, there's not much you can do about it if they're just taking up too much road either. So it's as much as they're there and ready to pounce on, it's not too much you can do about it.
Oh, exactly. Just mention Tim up here. It'll be interesting to see if Joshy can run him down, because I can tell you the last lap, Josh was still engaged in a battle with Twiggles, but Tim Himbury actually posted a 1:55.776, so that's
Wow.
you know that's sort of qualifying pace for a lot of guys, and
Yeah, as a race lap, that's not too shabby.
yeah, and you know Josh's was last lap was a 56.8, so you know there's over a second in it, so it'll be interesting to see what Joshy posts this time in fresh air now that he's clear of Twiggles, just to see whether he can bring that gap back from sort of 2.3 seconds to something a bit closer. So
Yeah.
interesting little battle happening out the front right now, Davo.
Absolutely, and you just sort of wonder what's going through Joshy's mind. Porsche racer, looking at that Porsche, walking away from him, and he's driving that big Audi and just thinking, oh, I wish I was in that little beat up there, right there in front of me.
Oh well, Josh has answered
John
the.
McDonald in pits.
He is.
The first pit stops, we've got Nick McIndoe in the pits as well.
Okay, and Josh has answered the question with a 55.4, plays a 56.2 for Tim, so he just stripped basically a second out of that lap.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Okay, so you've got, like you said, you've got both John and Nick in the pits.
Yeah, the whole raft of people coming in now. We've got Carlo in,
BK in, Farmer in,
Farmers in,
Mules in. Wow. Josh currently up sector-wise on his previous time, so it looks like he is making time on Tim, and he is going to want to close this gap before this first round of pit stops.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is when it all happens.
Twiggle's still sitting in there, and now that the pit stops are shaken out, Ashley is still thereabouts where
Ashley's got great pace.
he has got great pace.
And the other Aston there.
And then obviously, we've got Aztec currently sitting in 5th, and I believe he may have
Melling in a Lexus there.
Yep, Evo. He's actually got Pete right behind him. So Pete's started out strong as well tonight.
Yeah. And another Aston there. So the Astons are obviously enjoying this track.
So just going to scroll down. So these are our pit stop guys down there also. So just want to catch up and see how Crossy's getting on. So Crossy's just trying to round up Anthony Chesner around the outside and does complete that move. So Crossy got a little bit of pace on at the moment as well.
Yeah, Crossy's had a bit of an up and down race. I didn't see him
Melling into the pits.
As Melling peels off there, but yeah, Crossy. I think he had a little moment a few laps ago there, so he's probably trying to just recover from that as well. And
Josh in the pits too,
Josh is in.
Josh is in the pits, so this leaves Tim and Wiggles out, pressing on. Wiggles is actually up on a sector at the moment. He's got the biggest teeth in.
Yeah.
We'll be trying to make.
Already. Look, race 2 last week, we had some, I think it was Mr. McIndoe, just with some issues in the pits. These boys can easily have issues in the pits, the cars overshooting boxes, all sorts of things can happen.
Yes, I don't know what's going on there because Nick and John both came into the pits together, and Nick was clearly in front of John McDonald. He was, wasn't he?
I think so.
He was. Because he was right up in behind the battle of Twiggles and Josh.
No, he was, yes.
So he has actually lost out John McDonald. I'm not sure what happened at the pit stops there. Just picking up on board, well, trackside, so Twiggles is in. Very tidy pit entry from Twiggles.
It's critical. It's critical. The pitting is critical.
So we might jump on board with Josh Vertiger here and just see where he is in relation to Wiggles' stop. So Josh is on the big back straight heading down towards the right-handers as we speak. Pretty wide there coming out of that right-hander, the first stage of the double rights. Trying to scrub off speed because as we all know that this corner tightens up.
Long corner, yes, and it does tighten. A little bit of a bump through the back section there. It gets a little bit bumpy, but the Addy looks like it's nicely set up in the suspension there. Actually, it looks like it's soaking.
Yeah. So have you got a camera on
We're at the halfway mark.
Twiggles there, Davo? Have you got any movement in pit lane? Is he off the jacks, or have you got anything there you can tell us?
No, he's still.
Stationary.
Still, he just drops off. He's on his way out now.
And Joshy into pit lane. Why is Josh in pit lane?
Josh back in pit lane.
That
Perkins has just left.
that is a shock because that's either a drive-through or.
Surely.
Wow,
This
that's
is
a
what
big
we were
upset.
saying. These pit stops are critical this year.
So,
Unbelievable.
so that
Josh
would
back
mean.
in the pits.
Just got my eyes on Tim right now, Davo. As
Hey, well, it's not a drive there because he stopped. It's either a stop and go or he's forgotten something. Somebody's left something out of that car, either fuel or tyre or something.
oh, hold the phone. He has not completed his stop. Something went wrong in the pit stop. He has now completed it. He has a green box.
Wow.
Tim Himbury in for his pit stop, so he's well clear. So the threat for Tim Himbury right now, from what we can see, Davo, it will be from Twiggles, and I'm going to say John McDonald's going to play himself back into this.
I think you're right.
The 1%er.
Watch Himbury now here. Just watch him. See if he nails this box and he gets this completed. He should be fine.
It's a long time to
Really?
turn off and go to the jack. Something's not right here.
Why is it not on the jacks?
Something's not right here. It should be on the jacks already. Has he not hit his marks properly?
Oh, he looked like he had a little bit of a lock up on the fronts as he rolled in there too, so
So I would have expected to see that thing go to jacks. It still hasn't.
it's still not on the jacks.
Oh dear. So this could be playing well into Twiggles. There we go. Maybe we just didn't see it, that it was actually on the jack. So that's actually, if that's the case, that was a good stop. Yeah, he is clear. He has
Perkins
completed.
coming around the final corner. He's running down the straight now.
Okay. We'll go for a helicam shot. We'll see how close this really is.
There we go.
He's coming in hot. He's coming in hot, but hey, look,
I can hear that Porsche out front there.
it is cleared out. That is a
It
brilliant,
has cleared.
brilliant
Oh, look.
piece of driving.
Yeah, and the pit stop work from the boys in the pits there. That was where he needed to nail it there.
Just looking
He
at the
had
margin
time
from
on
John
the track.
McDonald back, so he's 6 seconds back. So I can see John getting a podium here.
Well, just given where the position he was to the other people in front of him, like the Chris Fraser and Pete Aspey, he should be in third position.
Okay.
I didn't watch his pit stop. I didn't see whether he was slow in his pit stop or the other two boys that I just mentioned, actually,
Right.
to be honest. So
Where has
just
that
given his lead.
Where has
at
that
the
dropped
time.
Josh into? Josh is all the way down on 22nd, exiting the pits as we speak. Oh, sorry,
That-
no, he was in the lane there.
That is a tough kick, that one there, right there.
Wow.
Yeah. Ah.
That will shake up this championship to no end.
You know it.
He's currently just trying to round up Rob here. Get a bit of camera going. Sorry about that, guys. So just watching Joshy here. He's got plenty of pace on. He'll have a bit of red mist. Already pulls out of the draft nice and early. Gets a good run off that corner up onto the back straight. So yeah, eyes forward for Joshy, and hopefully he can make his way forward a little bit.
through him there.
It's taking a long time to get it done too. There's not a lot between a lot of these marks in the top end stakes. So
It's good. It's good to watch. It's amazing that even some of the boys way down the back here can really muscle with these fast guys because the game's just so much closer. It's tighter. It's great to watch.
yeah, for sure. So hey, so just as the way things are shaking out at the front, we have got we have got. Yep, carry on. Who else we got? Ashley or BK with a strong showing in the 590 Aston Martin. Currently sitting in 5th. All pit stops are completed. So BK has played a really smart play here and driven incredibly well. He has got a little bit of a gap back to Steve-O, who's currently under pressure from Aztec. Actually, he's under a lot of pressure from Aztec by the look of it. Might just jump on there.
Yeah, when Aztec wants pressure, he's got plenty of it. Oh, look at that! He even indicated to go out round him.
So as we said, John McDonald finds it. Well, he's up the inside.
Will he make it stick?
He gets it done. Wow.
Easily. Just shows you that.
Let's have another quick look at that. Up the inside. Wow, beautiful.
Look at the turn in. Unbelievable.
Yep. So.
Just shows you that advantage of that sort of speed with the mid-engine cars compared to the front-engine cars there. It's clear. Just that turn in is awesome.
Yeah, with just over 6 minutes to go, Davo. What have we got going on? I'm just looking down right now. You mentioned Steve Rosson before. He was quite a way back. Now the pits are taken out. He's just outside the 10. He's currently in 11th, chasing down Troy. Got, nearly 3 seconds to make up that margin, but Crossy's a racer. He'll just eyes forward and he'll keep chasing that margin down.
Crossing a true racer, and he'll know exactly which position he's in. He'll know he's in 11th and he'll want to be in that top 10. He'll be chasing that.
Josh's progress.
Looking for a mistake from Troy or Nick right in front of him there.
Yeah, so Nick's obviously just looking at Josh. He's just looking at trying to eyes up deep for the run down the front straight, and I think he's going to get this done.
As I say that, range is right up on the back of McIndoe now. Looks like given the right situation here, McIndoe just hands it to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there to Nick. He was so on the pace in that opening stint. I can't help but feel like he's gone astray with maybe a tyre pressure setting or something's happened.
He didn't even try and defend Steve there, so surely does it? That's got to put Crossland in 10th.
It sure does.
Yes, it does too. It's just as I see my telemetry update itself there. Awesome work from Crossy.
Just want to touch base with you on Tim Himbury. The last lap was a 55.5, so he actually completed his fastest lap the lap prior versus Wiggles 56.1, so he's 6.5 tenths quicker than second position at the moment. John just ran a 56.9, so he's not threatening Twiggles either. Ash is a 57.3 last lap, so he's not threatening John, so probably just sort of shaking itself out right now. Probably one of the next best movers would be Aztec on a 56.4, so being only, as we speak, he's right on BK, so...
Over the back of the, is it still a Pussycam car?
It is a Pussycam car, and he's doing an incredible job, but I can't help but think with 3.5 minutes to go.
Aztec is all over that mission there. Look at him. He rounded up Melling earlier.
But he hasn't dropped Steve-O. Steve-O's still, he hasn't dropped him.
He's got the indicator on. He wants to go past.
He's certainly He's getting the mind games going early.
He's winding that Ferrari up. He's going to have a crack here.
Oh, I think he's forecasting he's going down the... If he goes down the inside...
He's how far back he was at the top. Look at that.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. That thing's hooked up.
Hey, and through that corner there again, like I said, that rear engine configuration into that fast sweeper, that King compared to the two front engine cars behind him, just nails it at that speed.
He's just coming up on the back marquee of Nige in the BMW. I just looked to the BMW for a squiz. Beautiful looking car. Good to see Nige out here circulating, and he'll be trying to get a feel for that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, nice work from Aztec. No mucking around as usual. You know, when he wants to get things done, he just does it. It's good work.
Yes. So up into 5th, and he's got, what has he got? He's got quite a margin up to Ash. I don't know that with a minute 55 to go that we'll see too much more movement there unless Ashley makes a mistake, because his last lap actually was a 56.0, which is not too shabby. It was actually... Tim Himbury. Man, I've got to mention this guy again. You know, this is his second round here. Got the pleasure of having Tim come and join us and do some of his racing over here with us, and man, he's all class. I mean, this is a solid drive. I mean, to be still circulating, doing 55.5s late in the piece is a great effort. Shows that he's really got their car dialed in.
Starting from 3rd on the grid, just jumping to the front and driving away with it. He's got a bit of a battle on back at the pack here for 1920 there. Aaron and Pete and Brendan. Look at these boys just going hammer and Tom. This is 19th, 18th, 19th and 20th.
Oh, there's a move on there from Aaron up the inside, backs out of it though.
So the action doesn't stop. Doesn't matter where you are in the pack. You know, you get a race for your position for the whole race every time. The leader starts his final lap. Tim just really stamping his authority on this race, this track tonight. No mucking around. Started from 3rd position on the grid, just slipped up past the two guys.
Yeah,
Perkins
so this battle here with Ash and John, this is, you know, last lap. This is for a podium. You know, Tim's done the business here. Lays down a 55.7 the last lap, Davo. He's clean and gone. I think Twiggles has comfortably got second here, but I tell you what,
for 3rd position here, Vedica. The old boy.
He's all over him like a robber's dog.
He's got a bit in it. The old Asrnz, he's got it wound up. Bit of slip on the back of the Ferrari's no slash down here. Oh, he's covering.
He's pulled out of the draft. He is a big chance here.
Oh, has it got the punch and out of the slipstream though? Oh, will the Ferrari go around the outside here? Oh,
Nothing John can do there, Davo.
No.
Absolutely nothing he can do there.
Big long corner this. A little bit bumpy on the exit here as they exit.
John pushing hard. He doesn't want to give it up.
No, and look, given the position he's in from his start, I think he started in 6th actually, John. So he's, you know, like he's doing all right to be where he is.
Yeah, Josh making it back to 16th as well. Hey, just Tim Himbury crossing the line for his first win here at Asrnz. So congratulations to Tim. That's a stunning effort, mate. Well deserved. Classy drive.
Perkins not too far behind.
Like to see a bit more of that. Absolutely. Twiggles, well done Twiggles on a 2nd position. And a well-earned podium to Ash Vedica.
For Ash Vedica. Oh, awesome. Aston there with John, just keeping him honest right to the end.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey?
And a photo, not quite a photo finish, but pretty close between Aztec, Steve-O, BK. Even Melling does get BK for 6th position. So Mr. Consistent gets right back up there. This guy
The
placed,
quiet achiever.
yeah, he got a couple of 5ths in the first round, so he won't be overly disappointed with a 6. He probably would have wanted Aztec's position, but
No, he'll be sitting tidy in the championship. So
yeah,
I'm
so-
sure Steve will be well chuffed.
yep, so BK in 7th, Farmer 8th, great result for Farmer because he didn't qualify that well. 9th for Steve Crossan, so massive comeback for Steve Crossan. Well done. Troy Wilson for a top 10, so that's a stunning effort from Troy.
Oh, nice work, Troy.
Yeah, he'll be well proud of that, and he can just keep working forward. Chris Fraser, inaugural outing here at Asrnz, comes in 11th, so that's a great effort because he had a blue earlier on. Not sure quite what happened there, but he ended up, yeah, pretty much out in the weeds, facing the wrong way. So great recovery there. Mule in 12th, Bear Grylls 13th. Bear first night on his new VR, I believe, so a top effort there from Bear Grylls. Nick McIndoe, what coulda, shoulda, woulda been. Not
Yeah,
sure what happened
Josh
there. Have a
Reddicker.
talk to Nick later on there, but Joshy into 15th, and he was out at,
What coulda, woulda, would have been
yeah,
again.
yeah, he was in 22nd at one point, so he's made his way forward. Jake McKellar 16th, Andre Billington first showing for a long time, goes inside the 20 and 17th.
Oh, nice work.
Aaron Enright 18th, Pete Apsey 19th, Brendan Rolfe in 20th, Rob 21st, Anthony Chesner 22nd, Matt Cook 23rd, Nigel Swees 24th, and Owen Willisey rounds out in 25th. Solid effort, these
25.
guys. Well, they're showing. What an awesome race one, Davo. What's your take?
Oh, I'll just it's like it's the first round again. You know, like it's these guys are just on fire. Like it's the first round, so it's really good to watch. Anybody could. It's always that handful, like I said, that are up the pointy end that could to make it happen. But look, that was a clear example tonight that you know, smallest mistakes can change the whole game, and it's going to be a tight series. That's my take. It's going to be tight.
100%. Oh well, thank you to our viewers for watching. If you are with us, don't forget to give us a like, give it a share, and if there's something that you want to see, or got some feedback for us, don't hesitate to type up. We'd be more than happy to read your comments. And yeah, Davo, we'll just take a quick break, and
Quick break.
We'll be back on in 10 minutes with Quali 2 and Race 2, which is
Race 2.
12-minute qualification with a 45-minute main.
The big main. Okay.
Awesome.
See you in 10.
See you in 10, buddy.